and welcome back to the absolute state of YouTube. Today we're taking a look at Nendoroid Aquaman from the 2018 movie Aquaman. And I'll start things off by saying that this does almost everything I would want it to. And I'm in love. Seriously, I'm just in love. But to do this review right, I need to give some context. My Nendoroid collection started way back in 2016 with Nendoroid Red and Mega Man, and because of that, I hold both of those figures near and dear to my heart. I will never sell them. Even if it came to downsizing my collection to my top 10, they will stay. That being said, my obsession with this toy line didn't start until I saw the Marvel and DC superheroes, and in that moment, my life-debilitating addiction to this plastic crack began. So, having this lovable, bright, and colorful hero in front of me was really worth the wait. This little guy is such a presence on my shelf, he's practically glowing. And the on-screen Aquaman costume was translated into Nendoroid form perfectly. Good Smile Company usually does a pretty great job when it comes to their non-anime sculpts. But this one specifically turned out really great. The painting on this guy is also
nice.
Exactly what I want. There's not much to say about that. The paint is all very good and exactly where it should be. More importantly, the likeness and dude bro nature of Jason Momoa was also captured really well. I mean, it obviously doesn't look exactly like him, but I think this brown skin tone, as well as his classic eyebrow cut and mole below his left eye, really sells the likeness. Good Smile Company's definitely getting better in this regard. I mean, look at the older Superman Nendoroid. I guess it kinda sorta looks like Henry Cavill, but I don't know. I'm just glad they're getting better. This Nendoroid comes with two different faceplates. One stern and heroic face, like he is smoldering, thinking about an Amber Heard Nendoroid that will never be made. Because of, well, reasons. But that's okay. I'd rather have a Black Manta or Ocean Master anyway. He also comes with a smiling face. The smile isn't super noticeable from far away. However, when you get up close, it's easier to see. It's a sweet smile, and Jason Momoa is a sweet guy. But to be honest, I would rather have a yelling faceplate, because I feel that Aquaman yells and screams enough that it would have been a perfect second expression. Aquaman also comes with 3 pairs of hands. He comes packaged with a pair of slightly open hands. These are good for dynamic swimming shots. He comes with a pair of fists for when he's straight up punching that Black Manta squad. These hands are also good for heroic poses. And last but not least, he comes with a pair of open grabbing hands. These are used to hold his trident, so these are very important. He can hold the trident in either his left or right hand, as well as hold the trident with both hands at the same time. In terms of effect parts, Aquaman comes with 2 spinning wave effects. These attach to both ends of the trident and recreate the final fight between Aquaman and Ocean Master. However, while this idea was nice, the execution wasn't perfect. The large plastic pieces put a bit of stress on the trident and is also fairly heavy. It might just be something specific to my version, but his arms have a hard time holding up these giant effect parts. So while it was a nice idea, I would rather have the effort of making these go into something else. And finally, he comes with a standard Nendoroid square base and an arm for posing. The arm has 3 points of articulation instead of 2. This makes the arm longer than the standard one, which makes posing him a little easier. He also comes with a replacement neck joint. All Nendoroids come with a replacement, but this one looks a bit strange. It's important to note that Aquaman's neck joint is different than your average Nendoroid. It has a double bend to allow more up and down movement, assuming that he will be able to achieve more dynamic poses. Getting into poses, his head can move up this far and down this far, but you can't twist the neck joint to the side due to the double jointed nature of it. His head can also spin all the way around. His arms can move out this far and rotate all the way around, given that his hair is out of the way. His arms can swivel off the bicep and bend to a little more than 90 degrees. His hands also come off, so they can swivel all the way around. Aquaman gets some pretty major chest and waist articulation, as he can move back this far and crunch this far forward. The lower half of his body is connected to a ball joint, which gives a full 360 degrees of waist articulation. Moving down to his legs, they can move this far forward and this far back. They can also move out this far to the side. His knees can bend to around 90 degrees. His feet are also on a ball joint, which allows for some pretty great ankle pivot. All in all, Aquaman has great articulation, and like I said before, I think he looks great too. But you may be wondering, is Aquaman really that great of a movie? And is it worth buying something from that franchise? Well, I have to be honest with you. I'm a DC shill, and I enjoy pretty much everything they have made, except for maybe Justice League, but even then, I was pretty pleased. So, having heard that, and knowing that Suicide Squad deserved that Oscar, you can safely throw my opinion out of the window. And that's the review. Hope you guys liked it. If you pick this Nendoroid up, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.